Hello there, and welcome to Fridays with Ellen. This week's topic is, what Hogwarts house would you belong in? And I am very excited about this topic because I have so much Hufflepuff pride, and I love my house. I know my house gets a lot of hate, and I'm never quite sure why, because let's face it, we're kind of awesome. And so, I just wanted to provide you a few facts, if you will, about Hufflepuff. People are always like, what are Hufflepuff's traits anyway? No one cares about Hufflepuff. They're the leftover house. Or, I'd rather die than be put in Hufflepuff. No one good comes from there anyway. Like, people have actually said they'd rather die than be put in Hufflepuff House. And, I mean, first of all, we have Cedric Diggory. Well, we had Cedric Diggory. But when we had him, it was pretty kick-ass. Because he was in the Triwizard Tournament, and he was pretty freaking awesome. If Harry didn't, trip him, and then Voldemort didn't, blast him away, he could have won that Triwizard Tournament. And then he'd be the champion. And then you'd be like, oh, a Hufflepuff won the Triwizard Tournament. Maybe they aren't so bad after all. And then we have freaking Tonks. You cannot tell me Hufflepuff is a lame house if Nymphadora Tonks came from our house. Because she is badass, and you can't deny that. She is amazing. Okay? End of story. And then there's Helga Hufflepuff, who is the sweetest founder of all the founders. Because she's hey, I don't judge. I love everyone. You're cool. You're cool. Come on, I'll teach ya. And she was awesome. All those other guys had, sticks up their butts. And Helga's nah. Psh, I'll take them all. You're all cool to me. And if that's not enough of an argument for you, here's a little more. The Sorting Hat says, you might belong in Hufflepuff, where they are just and loyal. Those patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid of toil. Yeah, it may be that due to their values, Hufflepuffs are not as competitive as the other houses, or are more modest about their accomplishments. Which means we don't, flaunt our awesomeness. I am now. We don't flaunt our awesomeness in your face. We don't need anyone to tell us, oh yeah, you're so cool. No, we already know it. We already know we're awesome. We don't need you to tell us whether we're awesome or not. People are always well, they're stupid people in Hufflepuffs. They're the leftover house. They're not good enough. And I'm Crabbe and Goyle were just dumb. They were kind of stupid. And they were put in Slytherin. And you're all supposed to be, cunning and awesome and wanting to get on top. Where did they get in life? Crabbe and Goyle. Huh. Think about that one. Other famous witches and wizards from Hufflepuff include the Fat Friar, Hengst of Woodcraft, the founder of Hogsmeade. Bridget Wenlock was the first witch to establish magical properties of the number 7. And that's pretty big because there's lots of 7s in the entire series of Harry Potter. Artemisia Lufkin is the first witch to become Minister for Magic of Britain. Grogan Stump was the minister that created the 3 divisions of the Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, Beings, Beasts, and Spiritual Divisions. Newton Scamander, Order of Merlin 2nd Class, Headmaster of Hogwarts, and author of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Hufflepuffs that you may already be familiar with. Pomona Sprout, our head of house. It's pretty awesome, Zacharias Smith, Justin Finch Fletchy, Aaron McMillan, Hannah Abbott, Susan Bones, and Leanne. I don't know Leanne's last name. I don't think she ever got a last name. But Leanne was a Hufflepuff. So I could go on and on about the importance and the greatness of Hufflepuff. Hogwarts would not be Hogwarts if it wasn't for Helga Hufflepuff, and the wizarding world would not be the same if it wasn't for these awesome witches and wizards. So please, save the hate. For your information, in case you were wondering, I was officially sorted into Hufflepuff on Pottermore, the first time I took the sorting quiz ever. I never retook it, like a lot of my friends did, because they didn't like the house they got, and blah 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 blah. No, I'm just a Hufflepuff. Alright, well, I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.